What's up guys, it's Dale from Head of Lettuce. After the last video, I got a few requests to go through the Silver Border EX collection. So today, I'm gonna take you through, show you what I got. Stay tuned. All right, first, I wanna start it off with this Scyther EX Ruby Sapphire in a PSA 3. Now I know what you're thinking, PSA 3, not that great. But this card is super special to me because it started off my entire EX collection. I pulled this card when I was a kid. First EX I ever pulled, beautiful Scyther EX from Ruby Sapphire. And I had this card on the playground with me. And I've never let it go. So yes, the PSA 3 might not be worth a lot, but it's priceless to me for the memories I have with it. Absolutely beautiful card. And then I decided to have what it is and how it could have been if I treated my cards a little bit better when I was a kid. So I ended up getting the PSA 10 to complement it. Now in the collection. Absolutely beautiful cards. Stunning. Next card we got, if you couldn't tell, from Head of Lettuce, I'm a huge Oddish fan. So what better way than to have my Grail Oddish Evolution card. The Vileplume EX from Hidden Legends. I think it's a very underrated card. The green, with the green background, absolutely looks stunning. Vileplume looks great in this card, and it just really pops with the silver border. Next card, Flygon EX from Power Keepers. Now this card isn't mine. It's a buddy of mine's that he wants me to sell for him, but nonetheless, it is in the collection right now. Between the two Flygon EXs, the Flygon EX from Legend Maker, a little bit better than this one because it looks like he's actually coming out of the card. But nonetheless, it's still nice card. Silver card with the orange background. I think it really pops. All right, on to the next one. Now this one is actually very low pop. I believe it's pop 30 from Unseen Forces, which is an amazing set. So now we have the Typhlosion EX from Unseen Forces. Absolutely stunning card. And what better way than to have one of them, but to have two of them. I know other one's old sir, but came by the table in Charlotte. I couldn't pass it up. It was too good an opportunity, especially pop 30. It's a beautiful card, especially with the way the red contrasts with the blue on the background. It's one of my favorite Typhlosion cards. Now next, we have the Kabutops EX from EX Sandstorm. Awesome card. I do love the early EX cards because they do have the e-reader border, just a little bit more than the regular silver border. Next, the Swampert EX from Team Magma versus Team Aqua. Now, recently, the Sceptile EX has come out. A couple sold recently, and they really popped above that 3K mark. It's because of how low pop they are. This is the higher pop one, or it's about, I think, a pop 42, and the Sceptile is more of, I think, pop 31. But nonetheless, this card now is pushing around. Actually, one just sold at $26.50. Personally, I think it should be worth a little bit more, considering that the Sceptile is going for $3,000. I think the Swampert should really go around that 3K mark, if not more than the Sceptile. And don't even get me started on the Blaziken. The Blaziken is a beautiful card, very hard to find. One hasn't sold since April publicly, and that card, I believe, is Now, I'd estimate a market value around 6K. Beautiful card. All right. Next, we have the Skarmory EX from Power Keepers. This one, I didn't actually go after, kind of fell into my lap into a trade. But nonetheless, I love the way the blue background. Also, I love the blue jewel on this actually with the dark blue background. Yes, it is an old label. Yes, new labels are better, just the way they look sitting on the shelf. But nonetheless, this card is beautiful. And Skarmory is an underrated Pokemon. All right. Kyogre EX from Hidden Legends. Now, I don't believe it's as good as an artwork as the Black Star promo Kyogre, but this is the absolutely beautiful card. Has the dark background with the Kyogre, almost looking like coming out of the card. Stunning, absolutely stunning. All right, next we have Raichu EX, PSA 10, EX Sandstorm. Again, I picked up the Raichu and the Kabutops at the same time. I went on a little EX Sandstorm spree. This is I believe, I like this artwork more than the Raichu EX from Emerald. Still, I call it, it's just like the Bubble Mew, it is the Bubble Raichu, but next, this one, Secret Rare EX from Fire Red Leaf Green, Zapdos EX. I love the cracked ice on this card. The Legendary Trio has the cracked ice EX pattern from Fire Red Leaf Green. This one I kind of found at a trade night actually, locally. And anytime I see Silver Border, I have to buy Silver Border. It's one of my obsessions. And it is a stunning way that how it reflects with that cracked ice. So now I gotta buy the other two. Why not? Okay, next we have a couple lower rated EXs. I still like them because they're silver borders, but a lot of people don't. But we have the Muck EX from Dragon. Now I know what you're thinking, oh, it's just Muck. But I still think it's a cool card. It's got a lot going on with the dark background with the purple. And I don't know. I think it's an underrated card. So, still a nice card nonetheless. And then next, it's the Mime. We got the Mr. Mime EX from Fire Red Leaf Green. I had a neighbor bring it to me at Charlotte, and we ended up trading for it. You know, sometimes when people find out that you like EXs, they kind of just fall in your lap, which I will take all day. Still, really nice card. I've shown you PSA 10 so far, so I'm gonna show you just a couple of the higher value PSA 9s that I have as well. And we have the Celebi EX from Unseen Forces. See, this card has to be one of the best Celebi cards ever made. I love the tornado design, or the swirling design that's coming around Celebi. Green is my favorite color. Absolutely beautiful card. And now recently that the PSA 10 just sold for $12,000, I think the PSA 9 price is gonna creep up as well. Why not have Celebi, and then you can also have the Lugia EX from Unseen Forces. Beautiful card. I've been hunting this card in a PSA 10 for a reasonable price for a while now. And I may or may not have found one, so stay tuned. Amazing copy, swirl right between the legs. You can see it. Even now the PSA 9s are pushing over $3,000. Absolutely insane. But now people asking for PSA 10s over $16,000, I think it's somewhat well justified. So this one also fell into my lap because I have the PSA 9 Lugia in English. Might as well have the PSA 9 in Japanese. Unlimited version, which is the more sought after version than the first edition in Japanese. It's nowhere near the value of the English PSA 9. This one's around $1,000. But still, same artwork, same beautiful card. I just can't read it. Now, I've had a few of these. They come and they go, but every time I find one for a good price, I always try to bring it back into the collection. We have Gyarados EX from Fire Red Leaf Green. Absolutely beautiful card. I don't know if I like this artwork more or the Skyridge Gyarados, where it kind of looks like the dinosaur from Jurassic Park, but absolutely stunning card. I also like this is the cotton candy graded card on it because of the pink in the tongue with the blue. It really pops. And I had no idea that cotton candy graded cards are going for $100, which is insane. All right, we're getting down to the last two. So you probably saw in the last video, worked out a deal with Garchomp over this card, and it is the Mewtwo EX from Ruby Sapphire. This card has been going absolutely crazy lately. Still no public sales since April, but I'm seeing people listing this card for around $10,000, which is absurd to me. Still, beautiful card. Not saying it's not worth it, but it's very hard to justify a 5-figure evaluation of a card when the last public sale is in April for $4,300. I would put it, estimate, possibly right around that $6,000 to $7,000 mark. Now, the last card I have in the collection, which will be short-lived because it will be leaving this week, as I have a trade for another big EX coming in, but it is the Gengar EX Fire Red Leaf Green with an amazing swirl right here. Some people say, well, swirl and a half, that the swirl tax is real. But Gengar's really big, super popular Pokemon, especially with the new announcement of the Mega Gengar EX and one of the new sets coming out recently. But absolutely love this card. And I'm sad to see it go, but sometimes you gotta let things go to get new things into the collection. So I'm not mad about it. I'll cherish the time that we had together, but nonetheless, one of my favorite EXs that I've owned. That is it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know which EX is your favorite EX down in the comments. Hope you have a good day. I'll see you on the next video.